So once you've created your intake process and you've decided to work with a manager, it's important to get all of the information in a digitized format. So all the marketing materials and everything that the manager has to give to you, and create a permanent online file of information on this manager. 6 or 7 years from now, you may not remember where you put all those presentation books, so it's much better to get them digitized and put them in a file where you can find them in the future. Then we want to write a good, solid investment memorandum that explains why we're making this investment. And once we've made the investment and the lawyers have approved all of the legal language in the documents, particularly if it's not a publicly traded security, we can go on to evaluating and monitoring the managers. I suggest that you monitor the managers every month. Obviously, for private investments, you're not going to get monthly information often, but for publicly traded securities, you certainly are. And this is where a consolidated reporting system will be your friend, because you will get your data actually every day, and then once a month you can take a hard look at how your publicly traded securities are performing. It's important that each of your securities is measured against the appropriate benchmark. So for example, a US large cap equity portfolio should be measured against the S&P. A bond portfolio should be measured against the right bond index. A lot of your money managers may give you one number for the performance of your portfolio. For example, let's say you have a portfolio that has stocks, bonds, emerging markets, international equities, and let's say it's up 7%. That doesn't give you a lot of information. You actually need to have a benchmark for each security or money manager within your portfolio, and then you need a blended benchmark of the indexes that are in the same weights as they are in the portfolio. So for example, if you have a simple portfolio that's 50% S&P and 50% US bonds, you need a blended benchmark that is 50% S&P and 50% bond index. This way you're measuring apples to apples. So it's very important to get the customized blended benchmark that you need to evaluate whether an entire portfolio, which is mixed full of different securities, is really performing the way that it should. Typically, the private investments in venture capital and real estate investments are not part of the benchmark. You can only really benchmark publicly traded securities. One of the most exciting new areas of investing is impact investing. In the old days, we called this socially responsible investing. It can be called ESG, environmental, social, and governmental investing. Today, the moniker is impact investing. And what it basically means is that we want to be making money and also having a positive impact on the companies, the environment, and the people who work around this company. So there are fantastic developments and more social impact investments that are available. These type of investments are extremely attractive to both women and millennial and younger generations. They really are interested in aligning their values with the types of investments that they make. And it's a great way to engage the younger people of the family into investing by looking at some social impact investments. I sometimes see patriarchs who roll their eyes and don't take it seriously when their younger family members talk about social impact. But believe me, this is here to stay. And there are very, very good organizations out there to help guide you create a meaningful and financially responsible social impact portfolio. In fact, social impact is not an asset class. It is a strategy that can go into any asset class. So you can have socially impactful cash deposits in community banks. There are green bonds, there are large cap social impact portfolios, there are technology impact portfolios, there are international impact portfolios, and indeed, they're being measured, particularly the publicly traded securities, by large companies like MSCI. So you're able to get lots of information today to create a really impactful and financially rewarding portfolio, and this is the direction of the future.